Hey guys, my neighbor, that house over there, I don't talk to the guy much, but some truck pulled up while we were outside and started slinging Christmas lights on his house. You can see they're on. You can't really see what he's got. We'll come out here tonight and look, but I was supposed to be the first one to get lights. Usually I'm the first one on the street to put lights up, but he beat me this year. But you know what? It doesn't count. He had somebody else stringing his lights up. Some truck pulled up, like a pickup truck, and got a couple ladders out and did their Christmas lights. And then they did the same. They did the next guy too, the same truck. When they were done there, went to the house right where that blue truck is, that pickup truck, and did his lights too. So they got ahead of me this year. But tomorrow we were supposed to put a gas valve in on a water heater under warranty. And with that being said, we didn't get the gas meter today. So, the gas meter, the gas valve. So we have a day. So me and Vinny are going to get up on this roof and start slinging Christmas lights. We do it ourselves. But anyway, we'll come out here and see these lights tonight. Not looking bad. Those are the traditional retrofit old style lights. They look nice for a change. I'm going to have to get mine going tomorrow. Alright guys, it's Christmas light morning. It's a Tuesday. I had a cancellation. So we're filling it with Christmas lights today. Vinny's up there wiping the fascia off. We wipe the fascia off once a year. Whenever we put the lights on. It's just a little simple green with water. And he gets it all wiped down. And then what we do is we start getting our extension cords out. And we get all our lights out that we need. We open up the extension cords, lay them all out because they're different lengths. Vinny, last year when he took them down, he marked what they were going to. For instance, this one says third floor, the peak. So that's going to go up to where he is. So we're going to clean the fascia. And then when we clean the fascia, we'll send these lights up to him and he'll get those all laid out and put an extension cord to the right and down under the eave. And then we go to the next floor and he'll do his best to wipe off the trim. And then we'll start putting, we already got the hooks up there. The hooks have been up there for years. We made sure, let me show you over here. We made sure that we use hooks that would last. They're brass and they've been painted. So they're just little hooks that hang there, and they're all up. He had to install those years ago. It took a couple days, but anyway, the way we get up there is we have the ladder there, and then we got this ladder. This ladder don't have pads on it because it's the second half of this extension, but this extension has the pads on the bottom of the ladder, so it digs into the roof. And we got the ladder on the low part because it's a metal roof, so we got the ladder on the low parts only, and we've been placing it in that same spot for years. So okay, we're gonna get Vinny up these lights here so he can start, and then we can move to the second floor. So I'll update you. We're just laying these out so we know the lengths. Okay guys, Vinny saw a couple vent pipes up there that have cracks between the pipe and the sleeve. So he's got his ladder all extended up there, ready to go. So I'm going, that's Alicia up there helping him. I'm going to go get some plastic cement for roofs, and he can handle that while the ladder's up. Hey guys, we're at this job. It's a townhome right over there with the light, the one with the light on. She's got a Price Pfister 3-handle faucet in her tub that's leaking, so we'll do our regular rebuild. And then she's got one toilet that's leaking through the flapper possibly. We'll change that flapper and put some food dye. Then the other one is a bad fluid master. She says it takes forever to fill up. So we're going to start with the flapper and then put some food dye in there. And then while we're working on the other things, we can come and see if it's leaking. What we like to do is put the new flapper and then polish the edge with something, just to get the deposits off, hoping the flapper will fix it. So we'll do that first, and then we'll do that first, and then we'll move on to the other two items. All right, guys. Alright, we have one toilet here. It's a Pro Flow, and it seems like the flush, it's not a fluid master, but it's going to be by the time I'm done. We'll need a new fluid master. It takes so long to fill. Over here, we're going to do a brand new rebuild kit right here with everything. This toilet, the flapper looks like it's in bad shape, so what we'll do is we'll put a new flapper in, and then we'll put some food coloring in the bowl, to the tank, and see if it comes out in the bowl. If it does, then that means the whole tank has to come off, and we have to put a whole new flush valve on it with flapper. One more thing is, you see me do these valves, these 3-handle price fisters, and I give full details on how I do them. I'm not going to do this on this job. I've got a lot of work to do. I'm just going to get in there, do the work, give little video shots of it. I mean, if you happen to stumble upon this video because you were looking how to do a 3-handle price fister rebuild, then just go to my earlier video, earlier videos, and you'll find that I've got like 4 or 5 of them with a lot of detail. This one's not going to have hardly any detail, but you can find it on my earlier videos. Let me get a little paper here. Alright guys, I got a little messy here, but I'll clean it. Okay, before I put that new flapper in, I take this and I clean this lip that goes around it. Try to knock off any minerals. And when you do this, don't rattle the tank. You rattle the tank, you'll break these gaskets. And then your old washers. And you'll be taking the tank off. I might be taking the tank off if it leaks after I put the new flapper. That should be good. I'll wash that out after. I'll put this in here. Okay, let me get the new flapper over here. Thank you. I'm going to rinse all that out after I get gloves on. I'm not going to cut the chain on it yet until I know it's not leaking. I'm just going to install it. Make sure the chain doesn't get in between the rubber. And then we'll go from there. So we got that in now. It was the corky on here. I'm just going to assume that corky is what we're going to stick with here. Okay, so now I'm not going to cut this chain yet until we see what this does. So I'm just going to lay the chain in there. And I'm going to clean up my mess. Okay guys, I was trying the corky out and it didn't do good. Looks like this might be a rebuild. So I'm going to let this fill up, and you need to actually fill it up and let it flush and then let it seat again because there's air in there. So basically once I get that filled up a little ways, I'll let it do a half flush and see if it sets good. Yeah. Okay, we're trying the other. Okay, guys, I tried a corky and then I tried a fluid master flapper, and she's still leaking. I don't know if you can see it right there. And it's quite a bit. So we're going to do a rebuild. We're going to take the tank off and do the whole enchilada. Flapper valve, assembly, fluid master, everything. Alright, we shut the water off, but we noticed that it stopped draining, and it's not because we got the water off. Vinny's going to turn the water on just to make sure, but I think what it was, I didn't give it enough time to drain through the rim. So, is water on? Water's on, and nothing is leaking. So I'm going to go ahead and put some food dye in there and see what happens. Alright. Let me have a little video too. Oh, go ahead, Vinny. Alright guys, just a little bit of food dye, a little bit more, and we'll see if it comes out over here. If not, we're good. Okay guys, this is our 3-piece here, so we're going to get busy on that. Guys, we're going to try. Vinny, hold that handle for me. I don't want to strip nothing. Oh man. Don't tell me we're going to have to fight this. Holy moly. I think I see caulking on these screws. Hold that one for me.
Let's go. Let me scrape around it with a knife.
It ain't that. Okay. Okay guys, these I see caulking on the threads. And they're not wanting to break loose. I mean, I can sit here until I strip my screwdriver. Let's see. Go ahead and hold that handle again. Push hard. Oh wait, this one, I got it. Let's try the next one. Got it. I was gonna take my bandsaw and cut it. Who knows, I better stop laughing because I still might have to.
Yeah, don't jinx it.
Yeah, I was jinx shit, man.
Can't even get it all. Never mind.
What? It's full of shit. Work this a little bit. Okay, here we go. Push hard.
Almost.
Okay. Almost. Oh, got it. Boy, oh boy, somebody put some shit on there. Okay, can I have a toilet paper to put in that hole?
Yeah.
So we don't lose nothing. Alright, guys. I thought we were going to take that bandsaw and cut the... If that happens, guys, you can just take your bandsaw or your sawzall, whatever you want, and cut it. The screw goes in about that deep. Cut it about right here. You're just going to cut that stem off because you're going to throw all that away anyway. I think we got that one out. Yeah, we did. Okay, so now I think I'm gonna need a puller. Try to get that out. Thank you. I was just gonna put it in there.
Oh, the trash?
Yeah,
Cool,
I'll
cool.
just dump it. We'll start with this one, guys. What I like to do is I like to just wiggle it a little bit and see if it comes off just by wiggling it. And if it don't, I give it a couple. Man, you gotta watch this, it'll pinch you. And a little bit like this. A little bit like that. Who knows, it might be cutting them.
Yeah, smack it like a man.
Well, you don't want to do too much because you got things in the wall. You got pipes, plumbing. Sometimes if you change the angle a little bit. I don't want to like
No, I know.
Sledgehammer?
When I push
You
that,
rattle all that plumbing in there?
no, once I move it there, it starts.
No, I know. I'm just letting you know
I agree.
why I don't like.
No, I get it. Why you can't do it?
Just, yeah.
People.
I mean, I get harder and harder eventually, but let me have that back. I get harder and harder with it eventually, but.
Ramrod.
Yeah, right. Oh, look at that. There's some hockey behind it here. Let's see. I don't cut this usually, guys. I just get it broken up and then we'll clean it. I don't like to do this with caulking, guys. I like using plumber's putty. This is going to make it a little more difficult all the way around. Get a picture of this video, so let me get one here. Get all those pictures here. So hopefully we can break these loose. Now let's just open these up to the open position. Pair of pliers. I like to open these to the open position. This one in the halfway position. There we go. I'm just trying to get the seats off. I'm trying to get the rubber seals off the inner seats. Doesn't take much either. Okay, so now, guys, I'll take that socket and we'll see what we get, guys. Hopefully this ain't gonna be a pain in the ass here.
Other way?
Yeah, I'm just breaking this. I know, I just get a little lazy with it. But I know there's a right way around it. Can I have the beater screwdriver? see if the toilet is holding water. Okay, guys, that's it. Benny, if you can, while I take these out, nobody's going to miss anything. I'm going to just finish taking these out. They're all loose. Open up the box and lay it all out on the carpet so I can get a picture of it.
Okay.
Okay. Got a picture? No, watch. One picture. Got the picture?
Yeah.
And now, another picture.
Okay.
Okay, video. Take a picture of this so they know. Okay, this is almost there. Right here for now. Let's go ahead and I think we'll put in the new seats first. You guys, like I said, if you need a detailed video on how to do that, just watch some of my earlier videos. I'm really detailed with them. This here, I just got to get this job done today. Now she's saying, well, why is he putting this stuff on the seats? Look at the other video and I have a full explanation. Can I have those 3 seats? Get a picture of these nice seats.
Okay.
I do it for lubrication, and it does help if there's a little wave or something in the manifold. It just helps. But mostly for lubrication, so I can get it cinched up. This is where your black gasket sits on the stem, right on there. Anyway, go to my other videos. I wanted to make sure, guys, I'm breaking the rule. Number one, I'm putting it on backwards. Talk too much, don't I? Can I have a towel? No, there's the towel up there, so maybe on the floor. The number one thing that I will tell you guys is always look inside that hole before you put your seat. And I didn't do that. Everything looks good. Everything looks good. Okay, guys, we're good. Make sure when you put these in, don't get down and not be able to see, because you might grab some crap as you're going in and push it in the hole. You want to make sure you can see the hole, you know, and make sure you get it straight in there without dragging any crap in there. Okay, and then how tight? Well, watch my other videos. Let's see here. Okay. The other seat. Okay, guys. help me with today. Okay, this one here I hit the wall, so I gotta start here, and if I don't catch the right thread, then I'll bring it out and then move it. Anyway, it's this one here is a little tricky. Right there's the thread right there. Pull out. Stems in before I clean this, because if I clean this and I'm not watching, I get something in there. It's not good. So I think I'll just go ahead and get the stems ready, and then I'll clean all the outside. Okay, I'll need hot and cold and the 2 black rings. The diverter ring is different. Thank you. You can always tell the diverter valve. It has a little white washer right here. That's your diverter ring. I'll explain in a minute. Here we go. Put that there. Put that here. Like I said, you really don't need this, but I like to put it in lubrication. Okay, always make sure you got your Teflon ring on. Make sure you see what you're dragging into the hole, because you're not looking down. Some of that silicone might clog on, and then you're running into your manifold. How the other one, please? Okay, lately guys, these have been coming from the factory where they're leaking at the packing nut. From what I understand, they leave the packing nuts loose in case they sit on the shelf for a while. So we're going to turn the water on and see if it leaks and tighten them as needed. But they're probably going to leak. Okay, can I have the diverter?
Yeah.
I forgot, guys, I closed up my shit before Now the reason why this has this here, it's self-centering, because this sits at an angle. This Teflon moves like that, but as you open it, it's beveled, so it self-centers that ring wide. It draws it right up where it needs to be. And then when you open it, sometimes it may stay there, or sometimes it may drag, but it always self-center. And that makes sure that this is watertight when it's on the seat, and this ring makes sure that this is watertight over here, so you either bring the water up or down. And they always come in the open position from the factory. Like all those valves I just put in, they're already all the way to the open position. That way you can't forget. Okay guys, we're good. Sure I put that in the open position. Yeah, I did. Okay. I'll go here, I'll tighten it. have the crescent. Thank you, bud. You don't want to crush them where the Teflon crushes that ring. Look, I climbed onto the round part, guys. Okay, I'm gonna go get some to scrape this thing, guys. Put some plumber's putty, lock it up. I won't lock it up though until I turn on the water right now. I gotta make sure these aren't gonna leak right here. So, okay guys, the water's green and the water's clear here, so no water yet. So what I would like to do is flush it. I'm gonna have Vinny turn on the water to check the valves that we just installed. Okay guys, he's got it all scraped and cleaned. Now we're just going to try and see if they leak at the packing nuts. Oop. We don't want to go up. I don't know which way is that. Okay, see? It's leaking. See it right there? Leaking. Always. Okay, let's get a little water going through this one. Probably going to leak too. All the air.
You got some leak on the other side?
Yeah, both of them are leaking. Now let's get a little water up here. See it leaks too.
Okay. Just add it first.
Yeah, so anyway. I wonder if she needs a new water, new shower head. Okay, I like to tighten these up when they're open. Here's my tool. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to shut this one off. That's off. And now I just want to... Oh, look at that. That one don't have a packing nut. That's a stupid one. Let's try this one. I think this one does. Yeah, this one does. This one's in the trash can. Okay, looks like we're good. Open and close. Yeah, maybe a little bit more. A little more?
Yeah, by hand with your other pieces. Just like that, yeah.
That was better, guys. Okay, what we'll do, it feels good. Now we'll do this one. Yeah, that one looks good. Now, let me give this guy a little bit. This one you have to leave one or the other open. Look at that. That's not in good shape. Okay, so that was looking good. Let me do a little more. That's looking good. Okay, now I'm doing good. Take that downward. Take that. Okay, this really looks good. We got a screw here, we can't lose that. This one I want to keep. We'll dry that off after. Okay guys, what we're going to do next is we're going to wipe all that up. Everything seems to be good. And we're going to pack them with plumber's putty. And then we'll put everything on. So wipe it off, get it dry, fill it with packing. Put plumber's putty right there, there, and then we'll put on our flanges. Okay? Alright, he's got his fluid master all measured out to the old one. He's got his new nut. He's going to use this one or that one. I think he's going to use the smaller one right there that I'm kicking. And that gets it snug without breaking the ears. When you guys put pliers on it, you break the ears, you know, and that's not good. So, and you get more judgment about how tight it is with that tool. So that's always a good thing as well. This one doesn't need a clip. It doesn't need this because it has the hole right here anyway, so we're good. Alright, we got the hose, got the flapper, we got the hose in the drain here. We're doing good. Let it fill up, see where it hits on the water line, make our adjustments there. And then we'll put food color in again and see if everything is still okay. Alright, red food dye. Everything's done. We have a new fluid master and new flapper, and everything is looking good. It's not leaking into here. I don't need the clip because it has its own clip right here. So we'll let that set a while. Okay, this is the one that's slow, so we're making sure the water supply line is good before we hook it up. So blast it a little bit. Okay, that's plenty of water. There's nothing in that line, and the rubber is good, so we'll reuse it. I think all the problem with slow water is with the fluid master that he took out right here. Alright guys, this has been setting about 10 minutes, and nothing there leaking, so we're good. Alright guys, we got it all packed up to the packing nut, which is great. Now we'll put our other stuff on, and we'll be done. So here's our other stuff over here. So we'll get that done as well. Alright guys, he's going to get that all rigged up. And the way we tighten those flanges, we keep going. Basically, you're going to see us go back and forth until it firms up. And like I said, watch my other video and I explain it to detail. Over here, they had the reason why we couldn't get those screws off. Somebody put a lot of silicone and on the threads of the screws to keep them from backing out, because the number one complaint with these valves is that the handles always get loose. All you need to do, guys, stay away from the silicone, which is actually adhesive as well, and stick to the blue Loctite. And when you do, you just put it on the first thread, first or second thread right there. They used to come with Loctite, and it even looks like there's a shadow of blue right there, but I'm going to put a little bit on each the last two threads, and you won't have to fight with it like I did to get it off. So with that being said, we'll put a little dab of Loctite and we'll get done with that. Just on the first thread. I stay away from the second, third if I can. Sometimes I get sloppy, but I can guarantee I can come here next year and break it loose. Not with the caulking. So, okay guys, one last checkup here. He's just going to check everything, make sure everything's good, no dripping, and one of our kids want to take a shower, so we can give her this one here. Alright guys, they need a new shower head, so I'm cleaning that up. Alright, good then. Alright guys. Yeah, let me get some of that stuff in here. Thank you. Get a picture of the stuff going on at the table.
Okay.
Yeah. I can do that.
Yeah, right here. Push that. There you go.
How am I tell? I wish I hadn't grabbed it like that. Okay, that looks good, almost. Okay, that's one way, and that's one way. That's good.
I got it.
There we go. Here, take that.
I'll try it.
Right there.
Give it a little shake.
Okay, guys, let's see what we got here. That's off. That's good. That's what I like. So now, what we'll do now. Take it off. Okay, guys, we're gonna put the handles on now. Got that all done. Looks good. No drips. We're all good. Okay, guys, he's cocking around all the flanges, and we'll put the handles on it, put a little Loctite, so we're good to go. Alright guys, we're all done here. Everything's up and running, cocked, everything's looking good. He rinsed the bathtub. That's not us, that's them. We scrubbed it out with Simple Green. Wipe this off and we're out of here, guys. Alright, we got one more job. It's a toilet. The toilet is leaking out the handle. So if it's leaking out the handle, that means the tube is higher than the handle and the fluid master is getting stuck and it's staying on. So it comes up and instead of going down the tube, it's coming out of the handle. Somebody replaced that tube and didn't cut it. We'll see you at the next job. Alright, this here is set too high. It's higher than here. So when this starts sticking and it keeps running, then the water comes through here instead of going down here. So the solution to this is put a new fluid master, and then we'll go ahead and cut this lower than the handle. That way, if this ever goes sour again, the water will go out the tube instead of out the handle. Okay. Okay, guys, I'm gonna cut this a little bit below. And when I'm cutting it with that, get a little snapshot for the invoice. Okay, I think that this should be about. Alright, Alright, let's get it better. Watch your arm, I'll slice your artery. Okay, that looks lower than the handle. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I'll clean that up and let's see if I can get most of it out. That way we can flush it out of the tank as well. I just want to make sure it's lower than the handle. So now, yeah, it doesn't look as low as the handle. Or is it? Yeah, what we'll do is we'll fill it up with water, and if it needs to go lower, we'll cut lower. But we'll fill it up and see if it hits the handle. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. All right, guys, he's going to change the fluid master, and then we'll get it all cleaned. Once that's out, clean up all the debris, and then we'll put the new fluid master and we'll run it and see what hits water first, this or that. All right, guys, it's a tight one here. It's hitting the pipe before it's hitting the handle, because you got to remember it's not even touching the nut of the handle. So, and the hole is smaller than the nut. So we're running it over, and it's not leaking out the handle. It's about 1/8 of an inch below the handle. So rather than risk cracking this old tube, this tube is very old. I don't want to crack it. It was vibrating a lot. Then he had to hold it in order to cut it. So anyway. Let me get a picture of that. So now it doesn't come out the handle. If this fails, that tube will do its job. So I only have the hose in there because I didn't know if I was going to have to cut the tube again. So now that I know I'm not going to have to cut the tube again, I'll go ahead and put in my clip there. Put it in here. Okay, we're going to flush it, see how she flushes. Alright guys, we're going to let this fill back up, and then I'll go ahead and put my clip on there. Okay guys, we got the clip on. The water goes out the tube instead of the handle. We're all done here. That's all there is to this job. That'll be about it. Hey guys, when we were done there with that toilet, she asked us to look at another toilet upstairs, and people do that. It's funny, they don't put it on the work order. They know they got 2 toilets, but they wait for you to get there, and then they ask you to look at a second one, and which is all right. I mean, I did it, but this one here is going, it seems like, number one, we couldn't shut the angle stop off. So with that being said, we couldn't do anything to it because we'd have to shut the complex down. And yes, it's a small 5-plex, but still, you got to give notice. You got to follow the rules. And because if you happen to shut that water off and it's not an emergency, if somebody's got soap in their eyes, or you know what I mean, you can end up with a lawsuit. And it's happened before. So anyway, the bottom line is the angle stop wouldn't shut off. So we couldn't do another fluid master because that's all it really is another fluid master. So with that being said, we contacted management, and they're going to give notice to the building that water will be off at 9 a.m. tomorrow. And with that being said, we'll be here with a new angle stop, fluid master, and everything we need to get the job done. So this is going to be ongoing tomorrow morning as well. So anyhow, we'll bring you along with us. Right now we're going to go to Home Depot and pick up what we need. We have everything on the truck with what we needed today, but if I know what I'm going to need, I stop and pick it up so I don't have to rip it out of my inventory. With that being said, we'll see you guys in the morning. Alright guys, they're going a little bit over the top with all that center. I thought it looked more elegant without the 3 snowmen, and I liked it with just a candy cane, but they say that Christmas is supposed to be over the top. So Anyway, we'll see how it finishes out. They still got a couple more boxes to put on that wall and that wall. And then she's got her Santa Clauses, like the Santa Claus goes in the bay window. Then she's got her ribbons that go up there and over here that she hasn't even done yet. We'll see. Alright guys, we got almost everything done here. Up there, there, up there in the windows. She's working, Alicia's working on that window over there. Vinny's gonna drill. I want some ornaments on this wall. And I remember my dad would always drill in between the mortar lines. And then once he put some screws out and without plastic anchors, he would skip the anchors, put some Simpsons in, and then he would just paint the screws gray and just leave them there all year round because you couldn't see them. I never used to see the screws that he put in his brick. Didn't put it in the block, always in the mortar. That way, if you want, you take it out, take a little caulking on your finger, fill that hole in, paint it, and you're good. So I was going to try it this year, let him drill a few holes and put a few things there, and then we'll go from there. And then on this wall over here, I was going to do the same thing, get some tiny screws over there that you won't be in, touch them out with paint, just leave them there all year. If I don't like them, then I'll wipe in the holes with a little lightweight spackle and go from there. So Alicia's going to finish that up. Alright guys, 2 long afternoons, but we finally got it done. So I don't know why it's not focusing, but that's about it guys. Everything is done, ready for Christmas. Usually I do this on Thanksgiving Day while Alicia's cooking. Me and Vinny get out here on Thanksgiving morning and we start. But this time we saw our neighbor started first over there, and we said, okay, well, why don't we get this done before Thanksgiving, so on Thanksgiving we can finally just relax and enjoy the day. But usually we do this on Thanksgiving Day and Black Friday. We stay home usually and we do all that. All right guys, talk to you later. Hey guys, we have a customer that has a mom that's upstairs all the time for health reasons, and she requires a lot of ice, something for her medical equipment, and I don't know, but they want an ice maker upstairs, and that's where their laundry is. So basically they have a laundry box, you know, that white box, and everything sits in there, but in order to put one of these double headers on right there, it sets too far into the box, so they need to get this out of the box. That way they can put their washing machine line here and they can put their ice maker line on here. This is just an adapter that goes from hose bib to 1/4 inch to this 1/4 inch ice maker line. So that'll go to their machine that's in the laundry room. So Vinny's going to rig up, what is that, a 4 inch or 5 inch? Something, 4 inch. He's going to rig up a female hose bib. This will go onto the hose bib in their laundry. And this one will go, it's basically an inside thread with an outside hose adapter, which this will fit on right there. So it's going to go like that. And then this one is going to go here like that for their ice maker. And the other one's going to go to their washing machine. So I'm going to let him rig this up, and we'll take it over to the guy. I'll try to get some video. Basically, he's going to use tape and about 4 wraps, and then he's going to use plumber's dope and on both ends, and that should do the job. Alright guys, he's got everything taped up, doped up, and he's going to get it all tightened up. Alright, and there's Milo helping. Okay guys, this is what it looks like. We're going to clean up the goop. We're going to wipe all that off so it's nice and clean. That'll go to the wall, cold side. This will go to the ice maker right here. Hold it like an angle, yeah. and then this will go to the washing machine. So we'll clean up all that crap and we'll take it over, slap it on, and say goodbye to the guy. Okay guys, we got it all cleaned up mostly, just a little blue showing, but it's pretty clean. Because, you know, one of my viewers said watching us is like watching amateur hour. And I kind of wonder, the people that hit on you like that, what they're doing for a living. You kind of wonder what their work looks like. And then if they're really honest people, you wonder if they look back and say, yeah, here I am criticizing this guy, but look at my work, and they actually take a peek in their mind how their work looks when they're done. You kind of wonder about that crap, but it kind of got to me because, you know, I've had this business 30-something years, and I've never had any problems with anybody. My license is in good standing, and no complaints. Hardly ever get a call back unless something failed, like a brand new faucet started dripping or something. Things like that. And then, you know, and then he was criticizing that you don't need to cut a vent pipe to snake a drain because there's a clean out right under it. Yes, there was a clean out right under it. And yes, I did snake it through the part where the vent was cut, but I did not cut that vent. All I did was just, rather than opening up the clean out and maybe having a leak there or snapping the plastic ABS when I go to tighten it because it's leaky or something like that, I just snaked it through the top where it was already cut. Then once it was already cut, I went ahead and repaired the vent where somebody had cut the vent, cut it up about 2 feet, and just left it. And then she got a little bit of a clog and it started coming up. Everybody saw that video. Everybody knows that I did not cut that vent. I even explained it. But, you know, this guy watches about maybe 15 seconds of my video, and then he says that it was, you know, I didn't need to cut the vent. I mean, shit, watch the fucking video and you'll see I didn't cut the fucking vent. But anyway, with that being said, Vinny's got this ready. We're gonna go drop it off to the guy, and I'm taking off work today, so is Vinny. Vinny's gonna go get his choppers cleaned, and I'm going to a doctor's appointment, so we're just gonna go run this over and be done for Friday. We got all the Christmas lights done, guys. I mean, I don't like showing you all that crap, but I figure, well, I don't have anything else right now, and so it's not that I'm trying to look at my Christmas light kind of deal. It's just showing you what we got going on a daily basis. So there's the ice maker line right there, so we'll take that with us. And if you guys are wondering what I charge for this, my minimum service call is $125, my minimum. So this is $125 labor plus the parts. I think the parts came out to with the line and everything, this was expensive. I think it was altogether $119 for material. Can you believe that shit, guys? $119 with the hose. But $109, I mean, I remember when I could go into a hardware or Home Depot and come out with maybe $31 or something. All right, guys. Well, we'll get over there and we'll put this on. Okay, guys, we're here at this job. It's that townhome right there, whatever it is, townhome, where they want that ice maker hooked up. I'll see if I can get a little video inside there. Okay, guys, we got this going on, and then over here, this is the ice maker, I guess, right here. And as you can see, we couldn't get that hose bib, that what's that called, Vinny? That double head.
Splitter.
Yeah, splitter. Yeah, you don't have to take it off. But anyway, it was hard to get it in there and get the other hose because it sets way back like that. So now what we'll do is we'll go ahead and why don't you tighten up this one here on here now. Okay. And then we'll go from there. And then this, guys, has a rubber washer in it. We'll take off the cold, and we'll put this guy on. All right, guys, he's got a little bucket he can catch it all from. You want a towel just in case it goes down the wall a little bit? Here, use these towels. You can catch whatever's in that hose. I don't know if the hose bib leaks at all. Might have a drip to it. Who knows?
Oh, we'll figure it out, right?
Yeah. Tools right there.
Right.
Good. Okay, thread this booger on right here. It's got a gasket in there. And I don't want it too tight. I'll kind of show you how tight I want it. You can wipe that out after.
Okay.
Just get it on there. Let's see. Okay, when you go to tighten that up with your channel locks, or your crescent wrench rather, where's your crescent? These don't have teeth on them, got it right here. But,
So,
go ahead.
That's right.
79155. Yeah, that looks right. I'll know when you hit it. Okay, tighten it. I'm putting this on video here, that way if John wants to know what we did,
okay,
he's kind of, and it's upstairs water line, so. Okay. When you do back up, Vinny, when you tighten those, always back up the hose bib. That way.
I get what you're saying.
Okay.
That way you don't kink it away.
Yeah. You don't bend nothing. You don't bend the copper pipe. And that doesn't have to be too tight. I mean, it's the hose bib, just like anything else. That looks pretty good. Now, what we'll do is go ahead and get this guy on right here, Vinny.
Mm-hmm.
You can position it in any way you want.
Okay.
Go ahead. Let's see here. Yeah. I wish they would have had smaller nipples. They were.
Oh, there's an out of stock.
Yeah, they were all out of stock except for the 4-inch.
Wouldn't be like that.
I would like to have a 3-inch, but it still looks good.
This is better.
Huh?
Remember like this?
Yeah, something like that. Let me see. Let me get in there and look. Yeah, that way we can have let's have this going like this in an angle. That way the hose bib will come here, the washer, and then this one here will come and go down. Or we could just, that way we're not somewhere about like right there. And that'll be good. And then the other line will go here.
Leaking out the back, and that's the reason why he was like, you know what? We just met him. Like, have him come over and do it.
Yeah.
So.
Where was it leaking at? Off this guy.
Out the back? What do you mean by that?
In the refrigerator.
Hey, Charlie.
Like.
Probably I think it was when he plugged it in, if I remember right.
We're also still leaking. Charlie.
Go ahead now,
Where was
Vinny.
it leaking when you tried to hook it up?
Yeah, on the fridge, on the freezer, on the ice maker. Yeah, we bought a stainless steel hose. See that one there? That's a really nice
Okay, so
stainless steel hose. Yeah, we're not going to be playing with the plastic one that they gave you.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to do our own little thing here. Okay, this looks good, Vinny, but why don't we leave it a little loose where we can turn it left and right, and then when we're done, we'll cinch it down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What we could do, though, is these are in the off position. Let's leave them there. I was going to test for leaks after. So let's take a look at this refrigerator. We're going to get this backwards, guys, and see what their hookup is. Okay, so the floor drain is hooked up by you, and it's going to the floor drain. We'll just make sure that it's still in the hole there, and we will not be putting it in there. So it says it must go into a floor drain. So there's a floor drain under here that I don't know about, but Vinny's gonna take a look in there and make sure it's still in there.
Yeah, I'll check it out.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm just wondering if that's not down there from when it was leaking.
Yeah, the drain. Yeah, it could be. The drain is. It's hard to get a camera back here, but the hose is in the drain. But there is water on the outside of the drain, which could have been from the leak they had. We'll see. Okay. There's the drain, the floor drain right there, and everything looks good. I advised them to leave this door out for a couple days, 2-3 days, just to make sure everything stays okay. Okay. The tenant stated that he tried to put in the freezer or the ice maker, and it was leaking from the bottom at the connection on the hose that they gave him, which is right here. So we're replacing this hose. Hopefully that'll solve the issue with the leaking as well. Okay, so now go ahead and hook up your laundry, your washing machine hose, nice and tight, and we'll take a look at it. Okay guys, Vinny's checking for leaks. Everything's on. We're going to move this all the way to that, which will be the center. This will go all the way to here, and we're good to go. And he checked the packing nut on the original valve, the packing nut there. Everything's good. Everything's good here. Everything's good behind the fridge right here where it was originally leaking. It was originally leaking. And that is about that. So we're going to center this where it needs to be. We're going to leave the drawer out. We finally got the drawer out. We're going to leave that out so they can watch the drain. And we're going to plug it in and see what happens. I'll update you. Okay guys, we got everything here. It's centered beautifully right where they wanted it. Still plenty of room between here and here. I wish I would have got a smaller nipple, but they didn't have it, so we took what we got. We're not going to go to Home Depot and run up their bill because we charge for our time. Anyway, that's all there, and we checked down here where it had the original leak, no leaks, and the floor drain is here. And they're going to keep an eye on it, and we'll just go from there. Okay, guys, we got it going. The water is going through that trough, and then I guess something stops on it, but we're just checking for leaks. So, anyway, there's no leaks in the back, so we're doing good. Okay, everything's going all the way to the back. Okay, guys, we're done here with the water supply line. So see, yeah, we charged her our minimum $125, but you know, when you see what we had to do at the house and then bring her, you know, it took us 30-40 minutes by the time we were done, not counting the time we, you know, assembled that thing. But we had to make sure we just don't put it in and say goodbye. We get it up and running. We make sure water's going through the system and there's no leaks on our part. You know, I think from beginning to end, I probably had, with putting it together, about an hour and a half. You know, so she's $125. She got a good deal with us coming in there and installing it, making sure it works, getting it fired up, you know, checking everything. So that's not a bad price. All right, guys, we got to go to Home Depot and pick up some materials that we ordered and go from there. All right, guys, talk to you later. Hey guys, we're headed over to that building again where we did the toilet downstairs, where we cut the pipe on the flapper assembly, because we need to shut the water off, and management requires a 24-hour notice, because you can knock on the doors and tell them you're going to shut off the water, but some people are sleeping or they're in the shower already and don't hear you. Yes, you can tell if there's water movement on the main valve, but that could have just been somebody flushing a toilet and it's filling it. Who knows? If it's not an emergency, we give 24-hour notice. If it's an emergency and we're going to have property damage or things like that, then we just go ahead and shut it down, no matter what. You know, we knock on the doors real quick and shut down. And we go from there. So with that being said, we're going back to this building to replace the angle stop, the water supply line, and the fluid master. That should speed. The complaint was that there was no pressure going up to that fluid master valve. So we just figured when we went to shut it down, we noticed that the angle stop isn't working. And when we noticed that, we need to replace it. That way, if the tenant ever has an emergency, their valves will work. So that's what we're here to do. So we're gonna fix it all at once. All right, guys, we'll see you there. Okay, guys, we're here. It's a 4-unit building. Oh, there we go. It's gonna be standing right by the main. Okay, we've given shut-off notice. This looks like irrigation. This one looks like for the front unit, they probably have their own shut-off. This is the main right here. I hope. Yeah, it's got to be. It's a good ball valve, so I'll use it. If it was a gate valve, I wouldn't touch it. I'd go out to the street over here, and I'd shut off the main right there. That would be the main if that one was to fail. Or if it was a gate valve, I wouldn't even touch it. I'd go straight to the main. Okay, guys, let's go over here and see what we get. Okay, guys, the tenant just informed us that the whole building is out without electricity. They heard a pop up on the wires, and the 2 buildings are without electricity, so we brought our light. And basically, we're going to put a new angle stop, new hose, and new fluid master because this is draining excessively slow. I think I'm going to go open up the garden hose downstairs, Vinny, just to relieve the water. If you could flush that, and if you could drain it and get all that off, the hose and everything, get it all in the bucket here, get this off. Make sure the angle stop is off most of the way, and get the hose completely off so we can work on the angle stop. I'm going to go open up a hose outside. Okay, guys, this is why she's got slow drainage. Put that in the light, son. Look at that. Her whole water supply line is clogged, and I'm assuming the angle stop won't shut down because it's clogged. And this has probably got all the same stuff in it, so it's slowed here. So by replacing everything, the angle stop, the hose, and everything, that'll free up that line. So we're gonna do that right now. So all right, guys, this thing is giving us trouble. The threads are locked up. They don't want to undo. So Vinny's putting a pair of vice grips on that part, and we're just going to get a bigger crescent wrench. We'll probably start off with this guy. And if that don't work, then we'll grab a bigger crescent wrench. So whatever works. We'll start off with the small. So he's going to support the angle stop with a crescent wrench, with a pair of vice grips, and then he'll go after that with a crescent wrench. So over here, this is what we normally use. You guys know the routine here. Hold on. We use this with this, but it just won't break loose. And it's hard to get to when you got a sink here and a toilet. So we'll see if he can get that. I'm not going to try to get video here because all we're going to see is his back, but we'll get to it and see how he does. Okay, guys, he got it. I don't know why I'm not focusing, but maybe it's because of this light I'm using right here. Anyway, he broke it loose, so now we're gonna get it off there. We're not gonna pull the ferrule. We're gonna use a ferrule cutter. I'll show you after. Okay, guys, he's gonna use the ferrule cutter to cut it. He's gonna get that thing on there and cut the ferrule rather than pull it. We have a puller too, but sometimes when those ferrules are on really tight, you actually stress out the copper and you stretch it out, and then the push-ons don't want to work, because we're going to use a push-on this one since it's kind of hard to get leverage. Okay, guys, Vinny was going to cut the ferrule, and he looked inside, and the ferrule tool right here wouldn't go inside the pipe. It's full of calcium. I have a picture of it. And well, there he goes. He got a piece out. Let's see what it looks like, Vinny. Look at that. It came out of the pipe, the copper pipe. Let me get a little picture of that too, Vinny. Hold on. Move your hand. Perfect. All right, guys. I'm going to let him clean that out, and then I'm going to flush the line. I'm going to just hit the water line on and off, and he'll catch it in the bucket. That way, anything that is in there, look at that, guys. That way, anything that is in there, we'll be able to clean it out. He's going to also take a screwdriver, a beater screwdriver, and go down as far as he can to the 90. I imagine there's a 90 on there. And let me get a picture of it. Okay, so I guess we can just go ahead and flush it. Do you want to go ahead and try to get your tool in there first, though? Wow, look at all that crap in there. Move your hand. I'm going to take a picture. Okay, got it.
One more.
Oh, wow. I'm gonna post a little of that on a separate video so they can see what we're up against. Wow, look at all that crap, guys.
That's it.
Okay, go ahead and try your cutter and see if we can get that ferrule off, and then we'll go ahead and we'll we could try taking the ferrule off with just a pair of oh, you got it. Cool. Good job. Get ready to snap that thing, guy. Yeah, like that. I got a good video. If you can do it there, that's perfect video. See, guys, sometimes you can't put a pair of channel locks on there and try to work that ferrule off. You know, a lot of times that was so tight, like you saw how tight it was, that thing is crimped on you. There's no getting it off with just a pair of channel locks. That's on rare occasions. But, so you either have to use a puller, which can stretch out your copper if it's on really tight, or you can use a nut cracker or a ferrule cracker, which is that right there. So he's taking more time than usual because he's trying to get a view for us. Otherwise he'd have that thing off already. I'm good with or without the light. So far things are good. There it is. Done. A little crack. There it is, coming right off. Look at that, guys. Okay, we're gonna sand that pipe up and we're gonna blow out the water a little bit to get everything out of there before I put on the new angle stop. Okay, guys, this is why the valve would not shut off all the way. Look at the little rock stuck in there. There's a little rock, the same stuff that came out of that blue bucket. You can see the rock right in there against that white plastic thing. That's why we couldn't get the shut-off valve to close. But once you get it to this point, you just put a new one on. So, okay, guys, what we did was came down here, shut the hose, and then I turned this on real slow until the air and then a little bit of water dribbled out. And then what I did was I blasted it. I went on and off real fast, and it blew water out the line. He said, and it was so fast that it didn't even fill up the first bucket. And then once he told me it was good, I opened this up, which automatically, see, it's open all the way, which automatically took all the back pressure off the line and coming out this way. So we did it and we didn't make a mess. All right, so how did we do? Well, that ain't bad at all. Look at that. Holy moly, look at this, guys. That's everything that blasted out of there. I need to get a picture of this. All right, that's good. That's a lot of crap that we got out of there. Yeah. Okay, let's put on the other angle stop. We're just gonna use, oh, you cleaned it up really good, didn't you? Okay, mark the angle stop. We don't need it. We're just marking it because some YouTube's gonna say, yeah, you didn't mark it. Yeah, I know, I've been doing this 32 years. I don't need to mark it. Hold it up, line it up.
That's supposed to be where it's at.
Let me see. A little bit back, right there. So
basically, I need all that much.
Yeah, almost. Go ahead, put that thing in. There it is. That's perfect. All right. Okay, we're good with that. Go ahead and do the, you can throw all that away. The ferrule and the nut. Just throw it in the trash. With that being said, let's go ahead and put a new fluid master and hose. And we should be good. Okay, guys, we're going to go turn the water on, make sure everything is good, and go from there. So, We can turn these main lines on, guys. You can shut this here. Usually sometimes I leave it open, but I don't want to get this all muddy. So I'm just going to go real slow, guys. Oops. And you can hear when the lines get full, that noise will go away. I don't want to bore you guys. And see, if you're ever needing a GFCI ground, you can chase one all the way out to here if you wanted to, and supply it to at least one GFCI. That will protect the whole run. That way, for sure, you're good to go. And I don't want to hear any fucking crybabies telling me, you don't need the ground. You don't need... Fuck it. I want the ground. If I do it, I put the ground. Because I only do it right. I mean, I've been getting a lot of shit lately saying that I like to run the ground. You don't have to. If you don't want to, fuck you. Don't run the ground. But if you want 100% protection, then I always run. Let's just say they want to put the new outlets. You know how decor outlets only come basically with a 3-prong, or no, you know how the decors come with 3-prong and 2-prong, but everybody wants to upgrade to the 3-prong because they don't want to be bothered with changing and using adapters for all their appliances and shit. But if you've only got a black and a white, what happens is, and you're going to a 3-prong, you're losing all your protection. You know, you're losing everything. So what you do is you find the first outlet on the run and you put a GFCI there, and then you make sure you ground that sucker. And then what happens is, once you've got that GFCI in front, behind all the other outlets, let's say you got 6 outlets on a breaker, you put the GFCI on the first breaker and you ground it. Now whatever it senses down the line will be protected, and you can use those 3-hole outlets, and you can put them anywhere you want on that one particular circuit, as long as that GFCI. And a lot of people, you don't have to put it ground. Okay, fuck it, don't put it ground, but I'm gonna put it ground. And anyway, you can find grounds anywhere. If you got an outlet here, this is a good place to find a ground. You put a fucking ground rod in if you want, you know. Now you see how that noise has gone away? So let's go ahead and bring that thing up like that. Anyway, there's always a way to get a ground wire where you need one. Okay guys, everything's on. We're gonna turn it on, and then he's gonna dry everything up. Let's just turn it on, guys. I turned it slow, but it's still kind of fast. Okay. Boy, that's filling up much faster now. Look at that. Full bore. Manual stop. New water supply line. Everything's good here. Okay guys, we're gonna flush it a couple times. I don't want to bore you. I always like to give it 1 or 2 flushes to see where it kind of mellows out at. And it looks like we're doing good. I won't make you sit here and watch this whole thing fill up. It's filling up faster. Look at it. It's, you know, completely opposite. I'll let you know once we get to the top. Okay guys, you can see we're just a hair below. No, not even. We're right on the line. Let's see what kind of flush it gives. That's a really good flush, guys. I think we're done here. Our work is done there. Alright guys, I'm going to explain this to the tenant and show her everything, and we'll go from there. What's all this water here? Can you dry all that up?
Yeah.
That's just from our hands. Yeah, I know, but we can't.
No, I know. I get it.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to go take this trash over here to the trash can, and then we'll check everything out meanwhile, right? And then I'll bring her up. Okay guys, we're all done here. I walked the lady through it and showed her, she was, you know, how much more water pressure she had, and I showed her everything that came out of it. So anyway, we're all done here, and We've got 2 little jobs that I'm not going to bore you with. And unless it turns into something more. All right, guys. Talk to you later. Hey, guys. We're on our next call. It was an outlet. It shorted out somehow. One of the legs came off and shorted the outlet. And anyway, I'll show you later. Anyway, and yes, guys, he's putting the shepherd's hook in the right direction. Let me explain something about that we did. Everybody's so critical to judge, but if they had been there, they would have realized that sometimes it's better to leave things alone. Those wires were already twisted in that position. It was aluminum wiring. Every time you would touch that wiring, that damn aluminum wire would start to break and crack. And we only had like maybe 2 inches of wire left at the most, 1.5 inch, 2 inch, maybe 2.5 inch. And on the last one where Vinny twisted the shepherd's hook, it broke. But lucky enough, he had a lot. He had a lot of wire left where he cleaned it up, and then he said it right out loud. He said, "I don't want to twist this wire around because it's going to snap on me, and I'll have to put a wire nut on there." And there was no room in there. If you remember what it looked like, there was no room for wire nuts, and the wire was going. Anyway, he decided to put the shepherd hook the other way, and that was a judgment call that we made right then and there to make our life easier with no complications. He made sure that when he tightened that screw down, it was crimped around that wire was crimped all the way around it, and it was sturdy, and it wasn't going to go anywhere. So sometimes we do things that may not be 100%, but it's just for the better of the job. I mean, what if we break that wire off all the way in the box and we can't even put a wire nut on it just because we wiggled it? It's aluminum, guys. You have to be careful with it. And, I just wonder how many people that actually commented on that had ever had to deal with aluminum. Have they ever opened up a box and didn't have much wire left, and it was brittle to begin with? All the insulation was cracking on it. It's not like you can go to the owner and say all of what you're seeing, and they think you're ripping them off. So if you could just leave that wire alone, don't twist it up where it won't crack, and put it on, everybody's happy. And it isn't going to go nowhere. But anyway, with that being said, that's that. I just always wonder, all the people that criticize, I kind of wonder, do they actually get up every morning and do what, whatever they're complaining about? Do they actually get up every morning and go to that particular kind of job? Or what? Or is it because they watched 100 YouTube videos and they think they know everything and not taking into consideration actually being there on the job and what might be going on? Anyway, guys, we threw this job in. We got it at the last minute, and it was in the neighborhood. So I'll show you the outlet the switch that came out of it after. Okay, we're at this job, and the garbage disposal is not working, and the tenant seems to think it might be the electrical. So we're going to test the electrical first and see what we got. Okay, that's on. That's correct. Now, what about the bottom? Oh, wait. Why is that switch? That's what's... I already know what's wrong.
The bottom ones are probably the...
It's already plugged in, ain't it?
Yeah, no, hold on.
This one was plugged in.
This one was plugged in. I just unplugged it to test it. Now I'm gonna...
What is that to?
I think this is structure.
Okay, unplug them both.
Okay, now I'm gonna unplug this one.
Yeah, one should be hot, one should be dead.
Yeah, this one should be dead.
Now I'll turn it on for you.
Okay, it's off.
Okay, I'm going to turn it on. Ready?
It's on.
So the power is working?
Yeah.
Okay. Power is working. Okay. Guys, I'm going to get into this garbage disposal here and see if it's jammed up. You want to hold this for me?
Yeah, do you want me to plug it in or no?
Yeah, please do. Go ahead.
Our garbage disposal isn't working, so they're looking at it.
Hold on. Okay, we got this. I think it was just jammed. Did you hit the reset? Huh?
No.
Okay, let me, I'm gonna, here, hold this.
I was on this side, it was right in the middle.
Oh, take over. Okay, guys. You know what it might have been? Because it didn't sound that bad. It might have been the outlet. Might be wobbling. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't give you any introduction to this video. We're at a property management job, and the bottom line is their garbage disposal wasn't working, and they thought it was the electrical. So the only thing we did was unplug it and plug it back in, and it worked. It wasn't jammed. You know, usually if it's jammed, it's going to be jammed. So it was probably just a loose plug-in or something. So basically we're going to go back in there and we're going to test the plug and see if it wiggles around in the, you know, outlet, because I'd much rather it be a plug than a jam up. It wasn't jammed, so that'll keep them from having to pay out of pocket. But at the same time, I just don't want to take the service call money and not do anything. If anything, maybe we'll put a new outlet and it'll be a nice tight connection. We're going to see right now. Okay guys, we're going to go ahead, and we can't get this basket out without tearing something up. We don't want to break something getting it out, and then we got to fix it now to put it back. It's in real bad shape. Screws are coming out of the floor over here. So Vinny's just going to work around it somehow. And I turned the main off. There you go. You got it. Cool. We turned the main off. The breakers are really in bad shape. They're Zencos, so hopefully everything will go back on. We're going to change the outlet and go from there. Hey guys, now I admit this garbage disposal doesn't sound the healthiest, but it's still working. And what you got to realize is we come at least 3 or 4 times a year because the kids somehow dump stuff in here, and then they go to use it not knowing it's in there. I mean, I've probably had to unjam this thing 3, 4, 5 times, and it makes no sense because to put a new one, because the minute we put a new one, they're going to dump something in there, and it's going to bend the little rotor, and it's going to make that funny sound. Basically, that little rotor has probably got a little wobble in it. That's why when we turn it on and off, it whines. But like the management said, because of all the calls that has come back with it jamming, that they don't want to put a new one in there until it's absolutely shot. So now when you're doing an outlet like this, you got to cut this band right here, because one has its own circuit for the dishwasher, and then the garbage disposal has its own switch for up here. So you got to make sure you cut this band and make sure it's separated good before installing it. So okay guys, Vinny just got into there and he said it's aluminum wiring, so we're going to go back to the truck and get a different outlet. So let me have that one back. By the way, it's Wednesday. It's Thanksgiving Eve today. We're just running a few service calls, trying to get the people that really need us finished here so they can enjoy their Thanksgiving. As you can see, it's a big household here. So yeah, I was kind of caught off guard this morning, but didn't give no narration to where we were going and what day it was. I'm just getting over a cold, but anyway, it's aluminum, so we're gonna go ahead and, can you hold that for me?
Yeah.
I'm gonna put this guy away. Right there. And then we're gonna go to here and find the aluminum. I don't know where that
Do you want to do the Nolux?
is. No. I mean, we could, where in the hell's outlets maybe in here? Let's see, I'm looking for the, well, I don't remember where the aluminums have got to be. Oh, wait. Dimmer, photocells, and fan. It's got to be here, I guess.
pause this?
Yeah. Aluminum rated. And Vinny wants a little petroleum jelly. Let's see here. Where did I get this one? Do you put that shit on outlets too?
Mm-hmm.
You do? I hope it's right here because I'm not gonna. Oh yeah. Okay, here you go. No locks, I guess. Yeah. There you go. Don't strip the lid on it when you go to tighten it. He likes putting that on the aluminum connectors, I guess. Is that what you're gonna do?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, guys, we're gonna get in there and get that done. Okay, he's gonna cut that tab and put a little no locks on it, whatever it's called. Okay, guys, you can hear the kids playing. They're not after us yet. This is what we pulled out. I'll let you guys tell me if it's aluminum rated. It's got no locks on it, so if it has no locks, it's probably aluminum rated. All right, guys, I went ahead and added aluminum outlets and switches to this box because I always end up going in these first, and I never did specify this one for aluminum, so now I did. That way I won't go through that shit anymore. You know, the truck is still maybe 8 months old, and I don't really have it the way I want it, you know, because this is all material from here all the way over to this row is mostly, this is all material, and this is half material. Then over here, material on the top, and then all tools here. On this side is mainly all tools from the second half down. And this is all material here. Guys, I really like John Phillips' truck, the way he's got it set up. I like watching Steve Lab. I love his truck. I wish I could have had a size that large, but in my neighborhood I would get nothing but complaints parking that, you know, in the front of the house. And so, you know, I got 2 vehicles there already, so I'm trying to keep it a little bit friendly with my neighbors. I think I would have been within the length law that we have at Huntington Beach, but you know, being that I'm gonna have 2 of them, I thought this was the more friendlier route, you know. And I don't want to pay somewhere to park it because then I don't, you know, trust it. You know, I don't want to leave my vehicle where I'm not sleeping. Anyway, let's go back and see what Vinny's doing. This is the view from the back. You know, you can see that I'm running out of room. But that's why I got the other van, because the other van is going to be more hardcore tools, like jackhammers and snakes and all that. This is more getting in and out of these apartment complexes sort of thing. Everything that an apartment needs is probably on here. All right, Vinny's got that done almost. You can see it back there. Can I go turn on the power before you lock it up?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, guys, everything is working. He's all working down there. He's got a one for the dishwasher that's on all the time, and then one for the switch over there. So I think we're gonna wrap it up here unless there's anything else. Okay, the lady says her light is not working. We're at the same place, by the way. So we're making sure it's not one of the breakers that we turned off. So we're gonna troubleshoot this real quick, and I'll update you. Okay, guys, she forgot it was on the remote. Anyway, we were going through all this troubleshooting for nothing. Alright, anyway, it's back on. The remote's got it. Everything is good. Okay, guys, everything's up and running. And the garbage disposal is sounding good. Okay, guys, we're headed to the second job. We just left the job with the outlet for the garbage disposal. Now we're going to another management company job where they've got a clogged up kitchen sink or something. It's not far away. We're about 1 minute away. So we're gonna go over there next and see what's wrong with this lady's sink. We'll go from there. These are 2 separate management companies. All right, we'll see you at the next job, guys. Okay, guys, we're here. It's that unit with that crown cleaner van. It's the unit on top, number 4. All right, we're gonna go over there and see what's going on over there. All right, guys, it's holding water right there. So here, hold on. Let's see what we got underneath. Okay, I think first what we'll do. Is this your bucket?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, because the last time he came in other guy,
What guy?
I don't know what his name, and I don't know the company. He come in and put the snake, and they were plugging.
Where did he put the snake at?
Right here.
Down below?
Yeah. He took it out this pipe.
Oh, he took this one out and he snaked it, and then what happened?
They don't open.
It did open?
No.
Oh, it didn't open. You couldn't get it. Huh.
I don't know.
Maybe
for
it's
sure
right
because-
here. Maybe it's close. We'll find out.
No, that one is not close. I think down there.
No, I meant he snaked it from here, right?
Yeah, from
and
here.
he didn't
down.
get it. Well, maybe there's a hair in there or something. I'll
no. No, because
Well, I'll check it for you.
yeah.
Let me get some pictures under here, man. Okay, we just flushed the toilet, guys, and it seems the toilet is working good. And I want to make sure, I'm going to check the bathtub. Make sure it's running good. Okay, so he said that another plumber came before us and snaked it but couldn't get it. He said that the drains and the toilet are doing good here. It does. And it's flushing good. So it's got to be something right there. So we're going to go ahead and take a shot at it too and see what happens. Okay.
This pipe is connect with this other two? No, huh?
Sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes,
yeah. It depends.
It depends.
Because it all goes out to the main. You know what I mean?
To the main pipe.
Yeah. So let's get some buckets. All right, we can use it. See, he said that guy couldn't get it. I don't know why. I'm not gonna sit here and badmouth nobody because I might not get nowhere. We'll see. I think I'm gonna start off with. I was gonna go right through the trap and everything with the Milwaukee trap, but I think what we'll do, Vinny, is we'll just go ahead and use this DeWalt. Is a better choice, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we'll just take this DeWalt right here. It's got a drop head in it, which is pretty good. So we'll get a battery for that. Let's see here. I wanted to get some gloves without having to get these gloves, but you know what? I might be able to just use the rubber gloves. If not, I'll come back for them. You know what I mean? Let's see. We're gonna need a pair of channel locks over here. I prefer the other ones. Let's see. This. Let's see. What else do you think we need? Bucket to carry it in. Let's see.
What day is it today?
Wednesday, huh? Thanksgiving Eve.
Thanksgiving Eve. My dad's working. Look at him go.
Yeah. We've been doing that for years, really. You're just used to that union shit. All these days off before and after. You know what I mean? Alright, so I'm gonna take a bag with us. I guess I'll take roll of paper towels. I'll take a throwaway towel over here for the snake. Let's see. Pick out the worst. Okay, guys, Vinny's gonna take apart the trap. He's gonna drain it into that bucket down there. Get it all drained, and then we'll take that extension out of the wall, and we'll go after it, I guess. Okay, guys, Vinny just got this trap off, and it's full of crap. Look at it. I don't know what's in there. I want to go take it to the kitchen and wash it out. Boy, that's thick. I've never seen anything like that. Let me have it, and I'll go clean it out. There you go, it's all cleaned out.
Dog's out.
Okay.
Hey, baby. Hey. Come on, baby.
Alright, so now, let's see what we got. Is it done draining? Let me see. I should have went and got my
Here.
other light. I think
Here.
I'm going to get my other light though, so.
Alright.
Go ahead and just take this pipe out here, but be careful. It's flimsy. Look at this. This pipe is not even attached to the wall. You know what I'm talking about? So go ahead and loosen that up, and I'll go get a light.
Okay.
I'll just take these off straight. The bottom doesn't go up. Well, it's going to the side. No wonder you couldn't get it. Holy moly, it's like something's right there. Yeah, it's right there. It's like a piece of rag or something. Let me try it and see what happens. Okay, I want to make sure she's going down. She looks like, yeah, it's right on a 90. And it's gonna go down, I hope, because that's what I wanted a drop head on, because I could see it was on a 90 and making a turn. So it's probably gonna make the turn and then go down. So having the drop head will help negotiate that turn, hopefully. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
What I do, guys, is I start feeding it in, and when it's free and clear, I just keep ramming the cable in until I hit another stop point, and then I get it through there, and then I just keep going. That kind of tells me where the bends are and other things like that. There's something right there, guys. See, my coil is stuck on something. There's something in there. Let me see if I can reverse it. Yep, there's something stuck in there, guys. Feels like a cap or something. And it's not far. It's right there. It's right there. It's like a cap or something. Something's in there. I can feel it. It's like maybe 6 feet down. I bet you something large fell in there. Yeah, it's stuck in a 90.
Ooh, is that good?
Okay guys, up here you can see they had nothing. No screen guard or anything. I think something, like a toothpaste cap or something, got in there, or even bigger. And it wedged, because I couldn't get it past the 90. You can feel where it turns, and I think something was wedged there, but I think by going in and out a couple times, trying to cram through it, I broke that wedge. And I think that piece is just going to keep going down the line, because now I'm able to feed the cable. So I'm going to go a few more feet and see what happens and put it together and see what we got. Because right now I go solid there, and I lock it, and then I'm able to get through it. See? Right there. So if I can do it, I'm just going to keep going with it a little bit. Sounds pretty much clear, guys, right there. I think as long as I'm not going to the rooftop. So I think we're going to call that, retract it, and see what we get, guys. I don't pull hard on the cable. Just enough. And I only hit reverse when I have to. Because if I hit reverse, I might lose what's on the end of it. So, let's just kind of see what we get here, guys. Cram that in.
Okay.
And I'll lock it. And then okay, I think it's holding water. You can see the water coming off on this thing.
Put the bucket underneath.
So I don't want the bucket under it. Who knows where it went?
What'd you say?
I said, who knows where it went? I might fill one up. Over here.
Is that
There's
reverse?
something right there.
Do you do reverse on
Not
that?
yet.
Oh, okay.
I'll try forward first. There we go. Hopefully, whatever it is.
Hair.
Yeah, some hair. Not much. Well, not much, huh? I don't know. Alright, let's just have Vinny put this together and see what we get. Okay guys, I don't know that we got it, but I might have been going up instead of down on the second pass. It's hard, you know, when you got a pipe going in and then another 90 and then, you know, either going up and down with a T or I don't shit know, but we're gonna find out. He's gonna put it together. Alright guys, I don't know what's up with the weak water pressure. Maybe he turned the valves off underneath so nobody would use it. We're gonna look into that right now, but we'll see. Okay guys, all the valves are on all the way. He said it's been that way ever since the guy installed it 2 years ago. I think basically it's probably got crud in the aerator, but I'm trying to get permission to take the aerator off and clean it. That way if it breaks, you know, I'm not responsible for it. This is so corroded on here, so I'm just gonna put this to it, and then I'm not really caring about this much. I mean, this is what he's got with both on. So I'm gonna try to get this off without tearing it up. Let's see, so I'll put a new one, but let me see here. I want to push tight, but not too tight. I think it broke loose. Okay guys, let's see if we can fix this shit here. Get some pictures, man. Okay, there's the rubber. See what else is up there. Nothing. Start off slow. Make sure nothing pops out of there. Okay, it's just the aerator, guys. Get a little picture of that. Oh. Okay guys, it looks like we got the fog and the aerator issue. Okay guys, all I have is a universal. Universal has threads on the inside and threads on the outside, and you just take what you get. I'm sure this guy would rather have this with threads on the outside than that. That won't even work. It's just all clogged up. So let's go ahead and see if we can get that threaded on and get him some water pressure. You guys saw what he had, nothing. Okay, that's better than nothing, right guys? This is what I have. This is what I can give them. I don't want to put no pliers on that, but I'll just make sure I don't spin it. I'll just turn it, tighten on. There we go. Sir, try this. This is all I got on the truck. See if you like it. It's universal. It has threads on the outside, but that's all I got.
Yeah, that's good.
Is that good?
Yeah, that's
okay,
good.
take a picture of that then. Okay.
Okay.
So let's do this now. What I want to make sure is, because you already had somebody out here before me.
Mhm.
Let's go underneath here, I guess, in the garage and make sure we don't see anything bad.
Okay. You wanna go to see
Yeah,
the garage?
let's just go look. Vinny, if you could, just go ahead and pick everything up, all the tools. Okay, guys, Vinny's checked underneath for leaks. Everything is good under there. And water is good here. All I had was that one thing, but if you look at before and now, big difference. I don't like these with the sprays on them, but I think it was a freebie. It came with something. And I didn't use it or something, so it came in handy. I have other aerators too on the truck, but I figured this is like a freebie, so we're all good here. All right, guys, it's time to go home and get cooking for Thanksgiving. Alicia's got a lot going on. She cooked some pumpkin pies, and now she's prepping everything for tomorrow, I guess. So, all right, guys, well, that's it for this job. See you on the next one. Okay, guys, we're back at home, and I saved the outlet because everybody had their opinion on what it was last time, so I figured, well, we'll go official this time. This one is for copper only. CU, what's it say? CU only?
CU wire only.
CU wire only. Okay, so this was for copper only, and it was aluminum wiring. So, all right, guys, well, we'll go ahead, and I'll try to get these videos out. And I'll see if I can get a few Thanksgiving videos as well. Hey guys, we just got home, and then we get this call that some lady cannot lock her door, and they would appreciate it if I got out here. So we're on our third job for Thanksgiving Eve. I was just settling down doing my invoices, and then I got this call. Well, let's go see what it is. Oh, first of all, you hear that, Vinny? That's got the old weather stripping of it, Vinny, right here.
He tried taking something out.
Yeah. First of all, you don't need that weather stripping there anymore. That's 1960s. And that's what you got this one for. Okay, guys, we took a look at the door. Looks like the bottom, oldest 1960 weather stripping, is rubbing on the bottom. We're going to try to take that weather stripping off on the bottom, and once we get it off, we'll see what we can do to weatherproof it.
All right.
Yeah, take all that off. All right, getting all the pins tamped out. They're all full of paint, so it takes a while to get them out, but once we get them, they start moving, we're good. Okay, guys, all this was rubbing underneath. All this was loose under there, jamming up. All this old weather stripping. So we're going to take that off, and then we're going to take some of this off. This is made for, back in the day, this is when they made doors, good doors. And we're going to take some of that off, leave some of it, and then put a front weather strip in the back, a sweep with a rubber on it. So we're going to have him roll all this off. Then we're going to take a 16th off of that lip and see if she fits better. Okay, we're going to cut a little bit off the bottom here and see if it helps, and goes from there. So we'll see what we get here. Go ahead, Vinny. Just for a picture, please.
Oh.
Thank you. Okay, guys, we took off a little bit more. We took off this much over the years. You can see we cut through the nails. We don't care. The customer will buy us a new blade. And that's about it. We're going to go try it and see how it fits. Okay, fits like a glove. Everything is good. But you hear that little noise? That's the old weather stripping. Right over here. We're going to get that little bump out of there, and that won't make that noise no more. And then we'll go ahead and adjust all the locks. Okay, guys, we got it all on. Then he's putting the front piece that was on there back on there. We've got the locks all adjusted perfectly. So, and they already had the molding around there, hardly any daylight at all. And then we're going to put the bottom sweep on there, and then we're going to clean the floor and clean the door with simple green. Okay, guys, he's got that plate back on, whatever that was. Now we're going to go put the door sweep on the inside on. Okay, everything is done all the way to there. We cut the bottom of the door, fitted it perfect. We adjusted the locks, redid the locks completely, and put a bottom door sweep. Here it is, opening. And that's the bottom guide on the bottom, and the locks are smooth as can be.